what's up, everybody? You're in the reaction room with Rese. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm doing a recap of Season 1, Episode 113. But before we get started, I need your help. Please check out my playlist, and if you like my recap videos, subscribe to my channel. Now let's see what's going on beyond the gates. We start off at Leslie's apartment. She tells Peaches, as far as I'm concerned, you're my real mother. But Peaches says, this truth can change everything for you. She tells her, your mother was a singer for a while, but she was struggling financially. And when she got pregnant, she turned to me for help. But she never mentioned who the father was. At the Dupree house, Tracy and Sharon stop by on their way to the airport, and they ask Anita once again to join them on the tour. Anita says, I'm sorry, but no. She said, I can't be away from my family right now. Besides, this tour is supposed to showcase your lead vocals. Nicole texts Danny and Vanessa asking them to come to her house. And when they get there, she tells them she's having a divorce party. She says, this party is about independence. So every time we talk about the men in our lives, we have to take a drink. Meanwhile, Ted and Andre are having a pity party. Ted tells him about the divorce, and Andre asks him, are you really surprised? Ted says he thought there was still hope. And then Andre tells him about the situation with him and Ashley. Ted says, you gave up Danny Dupree for the newbie nurse? Andre says, Ashley said they could be together if they were exclusive. And then when he broke up with Danny, she still turned him down. At the hospital, Derek is brought in on a stretcher. He's been hurt from a biking accident. And it looks pretty serious, but he's still alert. Ashley asked one of the guys from the fire station what happened. And he said Derek wasn't prepared for the triathlon. He started training too late, and he wasn't familiar with the course. Peaches tells Leslie that her birth mother never wanted children, and she was horrified when she found out she was pregnant. She says, but I always dreamed of being a mother, so it was mutually beneficial. And then Leslie says, nobody ever seems to want me around. Peaches tells her, your mother named you Dana Leslie, and she loved you, but she knew she couldn't take care of you. Sharon tells Anita that she regrets all the time that they spent apart, and she says they should have reunited years ago. Anita tells her she wasn't ready until she faced what happened to Barbara. And then Tracy said she always knew they could make it work if they tried. And then they tell each other how grateful they are that they did the reunion concert and how happy they are to be sisters again. So the ladies are toasting it up to moving on and dancing and having fun, while the men are complaining, drowning their sorrows, and toasting to heartbreak. Dr. Madison tells Derek that he injured his spine and that he needs to go into surgery immediately. Ashley says she wants to be part of the surgical team. And then Shanice tells the doctor that Ashley and Derek have a personal relationship. And Dr. Madison tells Ashley that the best way she can help Derek is to provide emotional support once he's out of surgery. Ashley says, Derek, I love you. Everything's going to be okay. He says, I thought you were over me. And she tells him, I tried, but I failed. Peaches tells Leslie that her mother committed suicide and that she was the fourth member of the Articulates. Jan comes to the hospital and Ashley tells her what happened, and she blames herself. Jan tells her that Derek has always been a daredevil, but Ashley still thinks it has something to do with her. And then Dr. Madison tells Ashley that the surgery went well. And Ashley says, so eventually he'll make a full recovery, right? Dr. Madison says, I hope so, but there's still a possibility that he may never walk again. Danny tells Nicole that it was an amazing party, but call me if you need to talk. Nicole tells her, I appreciate the offer, but right now, I don't feel the least bit sad. Ted says he's still gonna fight for Nicole. Anita tells Vernon that the ladies are headed to Chicago and she has no regrets. But she still wishes someone from Barbara's family could have been in the audience, and she just hopes that they've made peace with what happened. Leslie asks Peaches, "What am I supposed to do with all this information?" And Peaches tells her, "Because of your mother, you stand to inherit a fortune." And that's how the show ended today. Let's talk about it in the comments. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. And please don't forget to check out my playlist and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.